Hey guys, Time Translate, which I'm excited about. Decided to get on here really quick and see where their energy is at. I understand things repeat, as I said before, in this wonderful timeline that we have. We seem to get stuck, and we start all the way over. So let's see. You guys want to start with this really quick? The Traveler deck that I got, just a little extra confirmation. I feel the energy. This a lot. That's funny because it's a Traveler deck. You might be out and about right now, planning on traveling somewhere. This seems like an important message just for that aspect. It could be the whole translation, honestly. What is it that you need to know while you're traveling? That's funny because I said timeline too. Like, it's timeline energy. But somehow, because of generations, that's why I'm using that as an example. It's like it's stuck somewhere and they had to come back and try to fix it, if that makes sense. But it's like nobody's recognizing that part. It's like totally forget what came for or something. But when you resonate with things like that, that means you're at that part, if that makes sense. God's beautiful world. You may be getting a lot of messages when you're out and about. Traveling, this is traveling. God's beautiful world. It is interesting. I'm thinking about the word God as I'm looking at here. Looking at this card, looking at that here. Looking at that here. Well, it is here, It's right there. Just the way I said it was intriguing. But I just think about the sun, which to me that indicates the moon. And where we're at now. It makes sense. It's like you might be recognizing more of the father realm. What's up there? Or you can think about it now, how he seated at the right hand of the Father. For me, it's like parents in this understanding of a realm. How you may have an altercation with one of your parents, but over time y'all wind up, coming back together, making things work. You realize there was a misunderstanding or things of that nature. Or you just, not even using that example, just simply as into somebody might say something to you, but it don't resonate with you until like years later. Like, wow, such as this and that, and it played out now. Like you had to experience it to understand it, if that makes sense. Which I'm kind of one of them guilty of. Things I didn't understand about my mom, I understand now because I'm living it, and it's so interesting how you really can get stuck sometimes. Like, man, it is not always the simplest thing to just leave. You can get stuck there, and it's based off finances, not because the kids, even though you can use that as an example. Mine's it really is, but it's a mixture of both. I feel like am I confessionals today? Is it confessional time? Or are we just in God's beautiful world? That's why I seen a card that popped up. I'm gonna grab it. Things coming together. The Lover's card. But what was I saying about my son? Yeah, mine is more my son. Is really based off his self. But finances definitely keep you in the aspect that you just sometimes wonder, like, what am I still doing here? As I use the kids example. I used to hear people say that a lot when I still was pretty much in a relationship, or I don't know, just naive to a lot of things because I ain't got out and experienced too much of hearing other people's perspective. I have the tendencies to Mind my own business, literally. Thou knows thou lane, and I stay in it. But I have learned a lot by stepping out and experiencing other people's lanes. It is really intriguing. I understand guys a lot more. I always thought guys knew everything. They surely don't. If they ain't experienced it, how you supposed to know it? That's like any person, but I'm using guys as an example because I always thought guys knew things. And I'm kind of experiencing that right now with my Sunny Boo, honestly. It's like knowing the way that I think already. I just expect for him just to already know how to flow just because he see how I flow. But I have to remember he ain't been around me. He been around total different energies who just think the total opposite way of me. So it drives me crazy sometimes when he don't understand things or he can't do it. Like, what? How is that possible? Because I give straightforward information. I normally give it early, honestly. I'm even translating right now. But that's just an example. As the guys don't know everything. If they're not taught it, they just don't know what you want from them. Like, you literally have to train them like a dog. It sounds kind of not right to say, but seriously, once I learned, because I've never been a dog person on top of that, but something made me, the energy, Holy Spirit was like, go watch some dog videos. So I did, about dog training. But before that, something else too. What was it? Loyalty. That's the thing. They say dogs are loyal, and I actually watch how dogs treat people also. You know, if they are in sympathy mode or something, or something wrong, they come up to them naturally. They are naturally affected. Effective. I can't even use that word. Affectionate people. I feel like my belief about to pop out, but I just wanted the little access out to them. The access is always out, but I just felt the need to have that out. But that's funny because it's sitting this card too, the Lover card. And I got the 3, the triangle. But what was I saying? I was saying something. Kind of got distracted. I should get back into the translation, huh? That'd be nice, huh? But that'd be nice, huh? But things are coming together. The Lovers. You have found the direction. You found what completes you, where you can have that heaven here on earth as it is. That's probably why my eye is out and about. The all-seeing eye. You have found it. The funny thing is, I'm like 1,000% sure you are not with that person. That's the intriguing part. It'd be hard to recognize that you're living the here and after if you were so close together. It's like it is. You'll probably just say it's a coincidence. Like, oh, that was such a coincidence. You wouldn't think of it as a miracle or just like you would not being close to them and still connecting to them, still reflecting them, still feeling like you're talking to them, even though they are 59 miles away. They feel like they are right with you. And they're coming to you. So yeah, y'all definitely have communication where you can communicate with them in the format to what I'm doing right now, how I'm translating. You'll probably be talking to them just like this. Or people say, I'm looking at the moon and I know wherever you're at, you probably see the moon too, because it's one, it's all seeing, it's all available. It's all available. Jesus. My words is on intriguing mode right now. But seriously, it's that energy. And your partner's headed to you. But it's definitely in an energetic way. Energy is everywhere. There's nowhere energy can't go. That's the awesome part. And that's justice. You got the justice card came out. There's anxiety of an exchange of energy. Your lover's causing you anxiety. The night one. person headed to you is an exchange. I wonder if there's new energy coming, or we'll actually be seeing each other. Whatever the information is that's getting exchanged, I'm guessing, or taking it. So there's energy being exchanged. It's two different foundations. When I explain that, I'm learning that. When you exchange energy, you are exchanging foundations also. Like, in the beginning of an understanding, you take on all of that. And that's what that is. Them coming to you seem to be based off of that exchanged. They may not have been able to do this before, but once they exchange with you, they can do it now, if that makes sense. It's that type of energy, and that may be the anxiety. They may be freaked out by it, like totally freaked out by it. Like almost ready to like check themselves into the hospital. Because they can communicate with you from a distance, and they seem to not have been able to do that before until that exchange of energy. Two different foundations came together. It's like a native and a pilgrim or something, you know. The energies come together, and now you got that native texture to you, and it's driving you crazy. That's intriguing. I tell you no lie. What's at the bottom of this deck? Manifestation. You got a manifestation. And it's up under you. I think you are your own manifestation. And it's another coming to you. It's the King Knight of Wands. You gotta hold on now. Give me a second. This wow is very wow. There's a lot of sixes in this reading. 2 6s. And it's dealing with the Lovers, and I'm headed to you. That's amazing. They're headed to you. You seem to be your own manifestation, but you're looking at other manifestations. What is that? It may be right now you are meant to be creating right now, but you're looking back at like other things you created. I can use myself as an example. I already have a child, but you can have a new child coming, so you begin to focus more on, or you should be, I should say, you should be focusing on your new creation, but you're so busy focusing on what you have already, which is a son, if that makes sense. At least for me, a son. But I already know next time I'm gonna have a girl, which is gonna be Ocilente. Her name gonna be Sky. Fancy, huh? But the Sky just seemed like justice for me. I tell you no lie. That's why it's gonna be Sky Grace Bennett. It's so amazing. It just is. But what is this they headed to you with? It's the reward they got. Like, it seemed like Christmas. Something they bringing you. Let's go with that exchange of energy too. I need more cards for this really quick. Or I might just be them headed back out, honestly. It's like after they left, they took the... That's... I don't need no doggone... It just seemed like the same energy. It's just one that got the reef on it. It's like Christmas. It's because of the exchange of foundations y'all exchanged it. They now got that gift. And they seem to be looking back at what they used to be, other than where they at now and how they got the connection with you, if that makes sense. That's what that is. And it's obvious. It got the 7 on it. That's amazing. How about that? Six, 3, 1. Oh, there go those 2 6s again. Yeah, they definitely got your energy. It came with the Lovers. The Lovers got a 6 on it, which is in the dark. Light in the dark, like the moon. Because the moon is God to me, which is, light in the dark. The sun to me is the Father, which you see in the sky, helping us grow because He is the Creator. You know, everything that's down here. You got that energy like the moon. That's why you can communicate from a distance. Like that. That's a light in a dark situation. It's communication where when you think it shouldn't be, there can't be no communication. Is still there. Like it makes social distance look like you can never social distance, or you really can social distance. I'm just saying, like, but that, and I'm leaving out. They have that. That's definitely what that is. And then the 3 came out, the here and after. You got the full connection. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. But for me, I decided to come up with yoga because I realized I tried a few workouts. I've been losing weight for a long time. I'm at a comfortable size now, honestly. But I have been super skinny. I have been medium. I have been really big. Like the biggest I've been was 267, which was very heavy. But when I look at pictures, I swear I don't even remember being that big. Like I still felt the same within my confident range. It's just so I never noticed I really was that big until I look at pictures. I'm like, wow, you know, my skin still be tight and everything. Like it don't feel like nothing changed. Medium is pretty much where I'm at now. And smallest I've been was 140, and for people that was way too small for me. They started thinking I was doing drugs and stuff. Like, what the foodery? I just been working really hard, working out and eating right. But 140 on everybody don't look the same. People carry weight really different. So I decided to come up with a different way to stay active, you know, as my age is going up. And just easy convenience of making sure the body is staying active in some form of a way. And just a way to connect with another physical person as you doing it, you know. I kind of forgot what I was going to say. That's intriguing. Oh, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. I think of as the Father, as I said, up in the sky. The Holy Spirit. No, I said it wrong. Sorry. Pardon me. The Father, the Son, which would be me, and then the Holy Spirit, which is in me, the baby. Or your child, if you're having your child do it. Or you could just think about it in the form as to what I said before, you know. The Father, and then you are the Son because you are created in His image. And then the Holy Spirit, which is in all of it, you know. But that came out, and then the one, the here realm, the Son, the here realm. So remember, be kind, you are a reflection.